So today's a good day to get at her. I just wanted to say, go change the world today. There is a lot that you can do. You just got to keep taking those steps forward. They seem little, they seem like you're not doing anything in a given day, but you know what? Today's a new day. And you just got to keep taking one of those little steps every day. And you do that for a decade, you do that for 2 decades, 3 decades. Good things actually happen. And I know it's really hard to think 3 decades out, but nothing was ever accomplished that was significant or that mattered in this world that took less than a few years to actually create. Everything that matters, any major significant thing, takes enormous resources. And the more resources, the bigger it actually is, the longer it typically is going to take, and the more resources is actually going to require. So just remember that anything that is significant right now. So to give you an example, right? This car that I'm driving in, it's a Tesla, right? And you think, oh, it was started by this one guy. No, this was going on for years before somebody called Elon Musk actually stepped into running the show. It was going on for many, many years, and there was lots of interest in getting this thing going. It was been decades in the making to get something like this going. So just remember that if you are working on something and you're getting frustrated and it's not getting anywhere, you haven't even started. It is just the beginning. It really is. You might have been doing it for a year. Man, that's nothing. That is just like scratching the surface. You gotta be doing this for a decade, 2 decades, 3 decades, until you start seeing a signal on what you're actually doing, until it actually becomes an important part of other people's lives. So just remember that. Don't give up on yourself. One more day, one little tiny day. That's all it takes. Yeah, you know what? It's hard to get up. It's hard to get going, but just stumble in and get that work done, whatever that looks like for you. If it's writing a couple of emails, that's awesome. If it's just getting out of bed and having breakfast and learning how to smile at other people around you, that's awesome. That's all it takes. It's just little wee tiny things every single day. And it's not about creating routines. It's not about having this sort of big mission in your life. It's nothing about that stuff. It's just that little wee tiny thing that you just do, and you get up and you make it part of your life. It has nothing to do and there's none of this big fancy guru stuff that actually matters. The only thing that matters is you just get up and you make it the best thing that you can possibly do. And today it might go rough, it might be awful, and you might not feel good about what you're actually doing, but so what? Just get up, get going, do it, make it another day that counts. And then it might happen again tomorrow, and then maybe the next day, and then maybe the next day, but just get up and get going. I know that you can do this. Get going. All right, take care. Bye.